Today I'm going to be breaking down In My Head by Timaya and Tiwa Savage, where as usual I'm going to be talking you through the various elements that I'm picking up on as we go through it. Right, you know the sketch, headphones on, let's get into some new music.
Hey, you're bad, man.
Guitars, they bang.
Ice cream, but it be fat good. She tell me say papi, she no one know that baby. Ice cream is sweet, but she want soda. She no want no bad man, say she want bad man chulo baby. You say papi, you're in my head, still can't explain her.
Okay, right, let's stop it there because we have breached over into the chorus. So let's cover off the intro and the first verse. Okay, so let's kick off with this intro then. So it's 8 bars long, so it's about average for an intro. We've got that main sound that's sitting up front within the track. So dun, 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 and that's driving that main melody. We've got some guitars in the background as well, and they seem to come in on the offbeat of every bar. We get opened up in the intro with some nice sound design, so we get some wind noises, and we got some core percussions in the mix as well, but no kick drum at this point. We tip over into the second half of the intro. We get some nice keys come in, we get an additional percussive sound that's brought into the mix, and that slightly changes the rhythm. And we get some additional guitars, a little bit more distinctive, that come in from the right hand side. Moving on to the first verse, and the first thing that we notice here is that the kick drum comes into the mix. The bass also comes into the mix, and those guitars that we were talking about in the intro, they become a lot more active in that first verse. Now obviously we've got the vocals in the mix as well, but pay attention to the spacing. What you'll notice is that there's quite a bit of space between the end phrase and the starting phrase, and what they do to fill that void in the middle is they just tail off the last phrase or the last word, meaning that it just kind of repeats in that void until the next phrase begins. And then to really treat us, they throw in some harmonies as well, just every now and again in that first verse, just to seal the deal. Let's go back, let's listen. Right, there's that main sound up front. Guitars in the background.
Hey, you're bad, man.
Keys are in the mix now. Guitars on the right hand side.
Ice cream, but it be fat good. She tell me say papi, she no one know that baby. Ice cream is sweet, but she want soda. She no want no bad man, say she want bad man chulo baby. You say papi, you're in my head, still can't explain her. Drive me insane, so many things I dey make her. You're in my head, papi, yeah, drive me insane. Too many girls don't try to go time, even no go.
Yeah, bangs, mate. Right. Let's cover off the chorus and then we'll go into the second verse. Okay, so there are a couple of things that we want to pay attention to with regards to this chorus. So the first thing is we get these subtle keys that come in from the right hand side. Now they are buried quite far back in the mix, so you'll have to listen hard for them, but trust me, they are there. The second thing is the guitars, because not only do they go up in range, but what we have is 2 sets in there, and one of those sets gets panned to the left hand side and is literally playing de-ling, 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 and it just repeats that throughout that chorus. Now the final thing to pay attention to here is what's going on with the vocals, because one thing that we notice is that they aren't heavily layered, right? There aren't like these really big harmonies that are in the chorus, and actually that's quite nice because it sits well with the feel and the vibe of the track. But if you've been paying attention, you would have noticed that on some of those back end phrases where we have the lead vocal, we actually get this higher range vocal that comes in. But more importantly than that is, again, if you've been paying attention, you will notice that that higher range vocal is slightly offset to the lead vocal, meaning that it's not in the exact same timing as the lead vocal. Again, that's nice because it gives a really nice effect to those vocals. Let's go back. Let's listen.
Sweet, but she wants soda. She no want no bad man.
Chorus coming in.
Bad man, true love, baby. You say, papi, you're in my head. Still can't explain. Drive me insane. Too many things I make her. You're in my head, papi. Yeah, drive me insane. Too many girls don't try to go time even no go po. Too many girls don't try to go time even no go po. Baby, come make a vlog, you my copoco. Me, I like it when all the girls them come and go. She said, papi, you're in my head. Still can't explain.
All right, so before we proceed with the track, let's cover off this second verse. So there's only two things that we need to pay attention to within this second verse. The first one is that you'll notice that the track gets stripped back. So outside of the drums and the vocals, we really only have the bass and this set of keys. It's not until we get to around 107-ish that the guitars come back into the mix. The second thing to pay attention to are the vocals. So we notice that Timaya comes out really projecting his voice in this second verse and even taking us up in range, which again is a really nice way to keep things shifting and moving within the track. And then the final thing to pay attention to, and this is more on the chorus, I'm not going to cover the chorus again because there are lots of common themes in here, so we will just be covering old ground. But we do have an additional sound in this second chorus that we didn't have in the first chorus, and it's dun 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 dun, and it's in there frequently, but it is a new sound that was in this chorus that wasn't in the first, so try and listen out for that as well. All right, let's go back.
Too many girls don't try to go time even no go po.
Projecting his voice.
Too many girls don't try to
Higher
go
range.
time even no go po. Baby, come make a vlog, you my copoco. Me, I like it when all the girls them come and go. She said, papi, you're in my head.
Yeah, that additional sound.
You can't explain. Drive me insane. Too many things I make her. You're in my head, papi. Drive me insane.
You give me light, charge me up, but just like solar.
Nice strip back.
I scream that I won't gas me up like soda. Soda, oh. See this pressure you they put me, I don't like I'm at all. Oh, no gonna kill you, no gonna kill you, oh. He say now my body low fetch. Even when busy body fed by me, he say nothing me low fetch. Too many girls them try to go tie you for opopo. Yeah, too many girls them try to go tie you for opopo. Yeah. So baby come only me fit to handle your kopoko. Me I know be like all the girls we go come and go.
She said, papi, you're in my head. Still can't explain.
Right, really, really nice cuts within that verse and even in the opening of that chorus. So listen, we're going to go ahead, we're going to cover off this second verse, and then once we've done that, we're going to see the rest of the track out. So this third verse, the first thing that we notice here, very similar to the second verse, is that it gets stripped back, although it's even more so in this third verse than what it was in the second. What you notice is that in the opening of the verse, there's no kick drum, but also there's no bass either. The guitars, they are firmly back in the mix on this third verse, but again, pay attention because they are being played differently to what we've heard in the track up to this point. We get to around 141-ish and boom, everything comes back into the track. The kick drum, the bass, absolutely everything. Harmonies, absolutely stunning in this section. But again, pay attention to the flow, because if you cast your mind back, I was saying on verse 1 about the spacing between the end phrase and the starting phrase. Well, here we have a much more pacier flow and there's less spacing between the phrases. All right, that's it. Let's listen. We'll go back and we'll see the rest of the track out.
Drive me insane.
You give me light, charge me up,
Bit back.
just like solar.
No kick drum.
I scream,
bass.
that I won't gas me up like soda. Soda, oh. See this pressure you
back
they
in
put
now.
me, I don't like I'm at all. No gonna
Harmonies.
kill you, I can't. No gonna kill you, I can't. He say now my body low fetch, even when busy body fed by me. He say nothing me low fetch, too many girls
Banging
them try
chops
to
there.
go tie you for opopo. Yeah, too many girls them try to go tie you for opopo. Yeah, yeah. So baby come only me fit to handle your go-boko. Me I know be like all the girls we go come and go.
She said, papi, you're in my head. Still can't explain her. Drive me insane. Too many things I didn't
Both
make.
in on the chorus.
You're in my head, papi. Yeah, drive me insane. She said, papi, you're in my head.
Seeing us out now.
Still can't explain her. Drive me insane. Too many things I didn't make up. You're in my head, papi. Yeah, drive me insane.
Bangs, mate. Okay, that's it from me. If you want to see more breakdown and analyses videos, everything's popping up on the screen right now. Other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next one.